Hey, guys, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. So I'm just getting tired.
He would stand under a train for it anytime. But he always had definite political views on things, and he was very opinionated. So, which I just accepted every idiosyncrasy that people have.
Stefano Pastor is a former bandmate of the terror suspect John Nuttall. The RCMP says the two suspects were Al-Qaeda inspired, and to try to get a sense of what this means, I spoke to Bill DeRody. He's a professor specializing in conflict analysis and management at Royal Roads University in Victoria.
Well, obviously it's early stages yet, and we shouldn't presume too much. It's quite possible that there is a gap in as much as there's been many other plots worldwide since 9/11 where essentially disconnected, alienated, disgruntled individuals claim some kind of connection to Al-Qaeda and actually demonstrated how inept and disorganized they were, including people like the shoe bomber who obviously couldn't light a match, people who tried to blow up gas canisters at Glasgow Airport in Scotland who were unable to do so. On the one hand, it's entirely possible that this is another example of that. On the other hand, it's also quite possible for the security agencies and the police to, in a way, be hyper-responsive. They're in a very difficult position where they have to be seen to be acting and taking these issues seriously. One of the problems, though, is that they then get built up in this mindset where they have to constantly imagine the worst case scenario. So they too are quite likely to amplify something even when actually most of the evidence points to it being fairly minor, if of course still devastating in its potential impact. So this phrase that the RCMP used, inspired by Al-Qaeda ideology, what does that mean to you? Well, I'm one of those analysts in the world who don't think that it's particularly helpful to use that phrase. I don't think, in my view, that Al-Qaeda have an ideology at all. In many ways, we find that after every single terrorist incident, there's very few claims on behalf of the perpetrators. And so the consequence of that is it's very often experts such as myself or the authorities who fill in the vacuum left behind by the want-to-be terrorists with their own models and ideas as to what it was that they were trying to achieve and what it is that they're seeking. But it's undoubtedly true that this is very, very different to terrorism, say, 30 years ago, when the IRA were pursuing a strategy of national liberation for Ireland and were very clear as to their agenda. With Al-Qaeda all the way down the line, there has never been a clearly stated agenda. Indeed, during the Mumbai attacks a few years ago, one of the perpetrators who actually conducted an on-air interview with Indian television live during those atrocities, when asked by the anchors, what are your demands, was heard to put the phone down and in the background ask, what are our demands? This is the confusion of terrorism in the contemporary period. It's a kind of terrorism that is just an end in itself and doesn't appear to have a coherent strategy or purpose.
Well, as you say, there's so much that we don't know about this. We have lots of questions, not many answers, and hopefully we can check back with you when we do get more information. Thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you.
I spoke to the BC Premier Christine Clark a little earlier this evening. She was told yesterday about the alleged terror plot by the RCMP, but more than 24 hours later, clearly, she says it's still hard to believe.
Well, I'm shocked. Like everybody else, I'm just absolutely flummoxed by this news. To think that there would be two people in Surrey deciding that they wanted to bomb the legislature on perhaps one of the busiest days of the year, and the front of it is really, it's hard to grasp, I think. Probably take a little while for any of us to comprehend it.
Now, one of the challenges for you as premiers to try to strike the right tone, on the one hand, not overplaying this, but not underplaying it either. You've spoken about this a few times now. How do you figure out what the right tone is for British Columbians in reaction here?
Well, I think people do need to know that we are vigilant, and the outcome of this was better than it certainly could have been, because the RCMP did their job. They got involved early, and they made sure that the bombs that were planted were inert. So the work that was things that were supposed to happen
Here you
So
go.
that's good. We may need
Let's
to do more.
do.
We'll find out as we find out more about the investigation and what happened in the coming days and months as the court case goes on. So there may be more we need to do, but remain vigilant on the one hand, but on the other hand, don't let these guys win. These are people that are out to destroy the values that bind us together. We trust each other. We depend on each other in our communities. We are not a fearful, closed society. They want to try and make us that way. So I really want to, I think, remind all
Anthony
of
from
us that
Smosh.
let's be who we are and continue to be an open-hearted society. That's what makes us Canadian.
You know, no one would take any issue with your message there, but they might with the word they. And, you know, I was talking to one of my colleagues, Steve Lewis, a reporter who you know well, and he was in the courtroom today when the two accused came in, and he said that based on the record of one of the man who charged John Nuttall, based on the manner of the two of them kind of conversations they were having in the courtroom, these two struck him as kind of marginal, minor criminals, not terrorists, certainly not criminal masterminds. Is it possible we're making too much of these two people and their attempt to set off a bomb?
Well, what the
I
heck?
don't think so, Ian. They planted
I
3
don't get
large bombs at the legislature, the heart and foundation of our democratic process in British Columbia, when there were thousands of families with children out in the lawns of the legislature. Their intent was to harm people. And so I don't think there's any question that this was a serious attempt to harm people, and we absolutely need to treat it as seriously as it deserves.
And listening to the RCMP earlier today, they talked about this being inspired by
He's not gay.
ideology. They didn't explain that. They also talked about how this is a domestic threat without international linkages. And so as I heard that, I thought on the one hand, you know, that's the kind of stuff that grabs headlines and raises alarm. But the lack of explanation, I found frustrating. What's your view on that?
Well, I think it is a bit frustrating for people when the RCMP can't share all the information that they'd like to. They cannot compromise the prosecution of these two individuals. So I understand it's frustrating for people, but it's something that we want to make sure that this trial goes ahead, and that if these two people are guilty, they don't get off on a technicality. So I think what they're doing the right thing in that. You know, and it's pretty easy for people to get to find information through media sources, through the internet these days. You can imagine how it would be possible for two individuals to become radicalized on their own. You can see that in today's modern interconnected society.
Well, 48 hours ago, neither of us would have imagined we'd be having a conversation about this today, and I thank you for taking the time.
Ian, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Police say they've foiled a series of attempted domestic attacks in recent years, and today the Public Safety Minister, Vic Taves, took the opportunity to remind Canadians of the government's efforts to combat terrorism.
Our government remains unwavering in its commitment to protect Canadians, and this, of course,
I'm not American, but is California and New York? I seriously don't know.
recently our
But
government passed the
I don't know.
Counter-Terrorism Act, and it
Yes.
is Canada's first counter-terrorism strategy. Our government also created the Integrated National Security Forces teams, and we have added nearly 3,000 frontline RCMP officers since forming government.
Taves said yesterday's arrests
Kinda
show
racist,
that
yeah.
terrorism continues to be a real threat to Canada.
Should call it here.
And just ahead, we'll look into that real threat. Is the general public at risk? Is terrorism in Canada evolving? Ian is here after the break with that part of the story. That's next as we continue on.
Okay. I think I'll end this video now. So, like and share, really know if you can do on YouTube, and subscribe to be an epic routine. Epic.